Hello everybody, my name is Stan.
And my name is Nadia.
Welcome to the Greekosophy channel. Today we're going to be reviewing 3 traditional Greek teas coming from the island of Crete. So if you love your tea, make sure that you watch this video.
My friend Stan from Greekosophy, if I'm mispronouncing that, he gave me some samples of some teas to try out, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go, I'll see what it's like. Go check me out, my name's Corwid on YouTube. Go follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram at Corwid. I've got an array of content on my YouTube channel, going from gaming videos to let's plays to tutorials to reviews and unboxings.
Hello, my name is Tabitha and my YouTube channel is Tabitha Darling. This is my husband Dale and today we are going to be reviewing the Greek teas.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Ruth from Leeds.
I'm George. I've got a channel on YouTube with my name George Damianos. I predominantly upload basically videos from concerts that I've been. So check it out.
I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's begin. In case you're wondering or you don't know who Nadia is, she is the hands that are doing all the recipes in the Greekosophy channel. So today she's going to be trying the teas with me. Now I have to be honest with you, I am not a tea drinker. I am a coffee drinker. So normally, unless I feel like it, I don't drink a lot of tea. But if I do, I prefer it without any milk or without any sugar. Sometimes, depending on the taste, I might put a little bit of sugar in it, but mainly if I like it sweeter, I will add a bit of honey, because it's healthier, I guess. With regards to teas, I prefer green tea, but I will try any type of teas, herbal teas, chamomile tea also. So today I'm going to be entering into a new world for me, even though I come from Greece, in trying these 3 teas. Nadia, what about you?
Well, I'm not much of a tea person myself
Okay.
as well. I prefer coffee, and but when it comes to tea, I love to have it with honey. I prefer it more with honey, and especially when it's cold. You know, winter time when I have a cold. I love chamomile, and I love the Greek mountain tea. It's a strong taste, though, that's why I prefer it. But only with honey, no milk or sugar.
What kind of tea do you like?
So I prefer, if I'm going to drink tea, I normally drink just like box standard English tea.
Yeah.
But if I fancy a change, I drink chai or Earl Grey.
Okay, so you do like the stronger flavours then?
Yeah, I like spicy tea.
Oh, okay. Well, I generally like to stick to peppermint or green tea. I do occasionally like a honey and lemon tea as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm quite a regular tea drinker.
I drink tea occasionally, but I usually do enjoy it when I have it.
I typically, when I drink tea, when I drink tea or coffee, I like to have it strong. So I generally, like you see, I leave my tea bags in for as long as I drink it. So as well as all the other teas, we don't put any milk or sugar in any of them
No,
because we're sweet enough. Right.
speak for yourself.
Right.
So I'm British, I don't know if you can tell, and I'm a sucker for tea. I normally like to drink green tea or normal tea, and sometimes I think it's called Earl Grey. Yes, Earl Grey on breakfast, English breakfast. I do like to drink them.
Now, make sure that you watch this video until the end, because we are going to give you a 10% discount on the 3 teas that you're going to see today. So if you feel like buying them, we're going to tell you how throughout the video in order to obtain a 10% discount. So let's start with the first tea. Okay, the first tea we're gonna try is sage, Cretan sage tea. And you can see here the packaging, or faskomilo as we call it in Greek. And it comes in 20 sachets. There we go. Hope you can see these.
I'm not particularly looking forward to this one because it is really overpowering even in the bag.
And the first thing to say about it is that you can actually smell the tea through the
Oh, yeah.
packaging. The aroma is very, very heady. You can really tell that
Oh,
it
it's very
is.
nice, isn't
It's sage. So you get a very heady aroma when you do it, and I think it has a slightly peppery smell as well.
So I'm definitely going to enjoy this because I like green tea. The sage Cretan tea is made from dried leaves of sage, obviously, Salvinia optimus, and it's an indigenous herb of tree. So yeah.
So we're gonna open the sachets. It's just about dipping them basically for about 3-4 minutes into the your cup with the hot water.
You can even smell it before you open it.
Yes, yes, it's a strong smell of sage in there.
So, that is so strong. That is so sagey.
That is quite strong, yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's quite light in colour.
It is, yeah.
I was expecting it to be a bit darker.
That's tickled my nose.
It has. It is strong.
That is very strong.
So strong.
Now we've actually brewed this for about 3 minutes to let it properly infuse in the water. And again, it's the smell of the sage is really, really strong.
The smell in itself is enough for me to remind me of my childhood in Greece.
So it's lovely.
Used to
It's
drink it all
lovely,
the time.
the smell.
And you don't drink it with milk.
No.
It's
For something like this, I wouldn't put
it just
milk in it at all.
evaporates all the
I'm not.
Taste.
I don't like sugar, so I'm not going to put any sugar in mine. And I'm going to taste the tea now.
Oh, it smells lovely. What I love about these kind of teas, always have a nice smell. I can smell a lot of peppermint. A lot of peppermint.
Sage, it's a very strong smell for me. Okay, it's not one of my favorites tea. I like it. I like my tea to be strong. I just don't like the smell to be so strong. It's not one of my favorite teas, and I don't normally drink it. But I will give it a try.
Okay.
My mother loves this one, but I'm not very fond of sage, to be honest. So I will give it a
Faskomilo.
try.
In case you're wondering again, its name Faskomilo in Greek. Whew. A very strong smell of
I told you that.
of sage.
Too strong. Let's see.
Yes. Let's try it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, with how pungent it smells of sage, it actually doesn't taste sagey at all. Well, it tastes a little bit sagey, but it's definitely not overpowering, is it?
No.
I'm not sure if I like it though.
Actually, I think the tea is very subtle when you drink it. So you've
Yeah.
got the really strong scent of the tea, but it's delicate when you drink it. You can taste the sage. I think it's really nice. I think it's really pleasant.
Oh. Definitely taste the peppermint. Oh. That's not as... Yeah.
I was expecting it stronger in taste as well.
You know what?
It has a light, the color is light yellow. inside. We cannot
I can't see
show
it in my
it,
cup,
but
yeah.
it's definitely, you know, the more you leave it, especially, the more light yellow it becomes. But given its strong aroma, I would have expected a stronger taste. But no, it's if you like sage, you'll definitely like this one.
I can't see myself drinking this.
No.
Um,
Do you know what? I would actually make gravy with this, or even marinade lamb in it.
that actually is actually not a bad idea.
That's a good idea.
I think I've still got my tea bag in, but it hasn't been infusing longer than about 3 or 4 minutes here. And actually, this is really nice. I think the difficulty with sage can be is if you leave it too long, it could be overpowering. This is perfect at this stage. I really like it.
This somewhat doesn't agree with me. Maybe the sage is too strong and I'm not used to it, maybe, I don't know. But it's still nice, the smell's nice. Probably from a room with a bunch of tea with green sage in.
Mellowish.
Well, actually, I think that the taste is not so strong as the aroma, as you said, and I was afraid to try it before, but now I kind of like it. The taste, the aroma just put me, you know, away. I just afraid to try.
I can see why people would have it with sugar, because it is watery. I would say it's like you can taste it. I mean, to me, the aroma is better than the actual taste. I mean, with the aroma, I just fell in love with it. But the way it made me feel, it's basically going back to my childhood, and I used to drink it every day, more or less.
I mean, I really like the taste, and to be fair, I don't like my tea too strong. So for me, at this stage, it's just right.
I'm going to try with a bit of honey, because as I said, Nandia, I think, is going to try with the sugar.
I'm gonna try, although I don't like sugar, but I will give it a shot just to
See if the taste changes. And I have a lovely Greek thyme honey, which is my favorite type of honey, thyme honey. So I'm gonna put a teaspoon in my sage tea. So it's a fully herbal tea there, Greek herbal tea, thyme and sage.
I'm not sure I'd want to try this with any sort of sweetener.
No, I'm going to give it a try.
I don't think.
I think that's a fair test. Since the last one had some.
Oh, go on then. Let's just try a little bit.
Hasn't toned down the smell anymore.
No.
So let's see if you sweeten it.
Wow, it's very nice with sugar.
Is it?
Yeah. The taste is completely different. It's more sweet,
Yes.
and it's not so strong. I would, yeah. As I told you, I was expecting them, compared to the aroma of the sage, to be very strong. The taste. That's why I didn't try it before. But I think it's nice. I like it.
I like it because it was mellow. You know, it doesn't need any sugar anyway. It's quite, you know, mellow taste. But when I put the honey, especially because it has the thyme taste to it, it gives it a different dimension. So it starts mellowish with the sage aroma and color, and then the thyme and the sweetness of the honey kicks in, and it's a nice. I would say for the winter especially, it feels very Christmassy. I don't know.
I think I would give this one a 5 out of 10. I wouldn't drink it on a daily basis.
No, there'd be other things I would prefer.
Yeah.
Like I could drink it. I can stomach it.
Yeah.
It's not something that I would just be like push to the side.
No, if the health benefits of drinking this tea were true and they actually worked, then I would make a habit of drinking more of it.
But you could also mix it into like smoothies and stuff.
Yeah.
So like when you put like spinach in, you know, you might not like spinach, but you can put spinach into smoothie.
Yeah.
I mean, I give that an 8 out of 10 because I like the smell, I like the taste.
The sage tea for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
Well, I have changed my mind, so probably gonna give it like a 7 right now.
7.
7 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for 8 points out of 10. I mean, I'm not a tea drinker, but I would definitely drink that if it was offered to me, and especially with a nice dash of honey there. It is definitely one that I will try. So 7 marks.
7.
Right.
It's too. Yeah, 7. I would say 7.
7 out of 10 from Nadia. 8 marks from me. Now, the second tea we're going to try today is Cretan Dictamnos.
Decamono. I don't know if that's correct. Decamonos. Better tea.
Now, in Greece we call it Dictamo.
Dictroma. I think it's called Dictrona. Dictarumon.
I think in English it's Detany or something like that.
Decameron. That's how you pronounce it. Decameron tea.
Now, I was looking at the internet and apparently it said something like this particular herb grows in the mountains of Crete only in Greece. I'm not sure whether that's correct or not. You can leave in the comments below whether that's the case, because I thought that Dictamo grows around Greece, but this particular variety comes from Crete, and again it comes in a package of 20 sachets. As you can see, there's a different packaging on them with brewing instructions, about 5 minutes brewing. So there you go, and then you try it. Now, I've never smelled a Dictamo before, I think, but it has a nice smell, not as strong as sage, huh?
No, it's. Does it smell like a bit oregano or something like that?
Yeah, a very light oregano smell.
Yeah, it's like that.
Very herby, wild mountain Greek herbs sort of smell. Yeah, it has a little bit of oregano taste.
Yeah.
Smell. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting
I've
to
never
try.
tasted Dictamo before.
I'm not sure I've tried Dictamo
No,
before. I've heard Dictamo because it's.
And you know what?
You know.
The name in Crete, you will find it as Dictamo, but also you will find it with a different name.
Which one?
Probably you know it like that. Erondas.
Erodas. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Erodas. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Even though I grew up in Crete, Dictamo is the Greek name that I know
is
about.
the most common name. Yeah.
But Detany apparently in English, Dictamo or Erondas in Greece. Erondas in Crete. Sorry. So let's try it.
I've already gone ahead and brewed it for 5 minutes. Now we're going to try it.
And with this, we've just immersed it in hot water for about 5 minutes.
You have to brew it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. When we took it out of the tea bag, out of the packaging, what we both could smell is oregano.
Yeah, it's a very slight oregano taste, which smell, which I don't know. It was weird, very weird. Like I said, I've never heard of this before, so I've never drank this before. So we'll see how it is. But the way it looks like it looks very strong, doesn't it? It looks.
It's quite. It's darker in colour.
Yeah.
It's almost like in colour. It looks like an English breakfast tea without milk in.
I can't really smell much. Can you?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh, it's quite pale.
Looks like a green tea, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit darker.
Can you not smell it?
No, it's quite weak.
It's quite an earthy smell, I think.
That's lovely and therapeutic. 'There we go.
Now the color is darker than the one that's the sage one, and the oregano smell has increased.
More.
Ooh. 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 That hits you.
Oh, it tastes like green tea.
There's a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It oh. Damn, I don't know if it's just hot, but ooh. Definitely hits you.
This time I didn't burn myself.
That doesn't really have much of a taste.
No,
What
it
do you
doesn't.
think?
No, it's a bit
wishy-washy.
bland.
A bit bland.
Oh ho ho ho.
You can taste it. I think I can taste the oregano. Really. Don't you?
It is as if you have a little bit of oregano in your cup. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if you ever feel a bit like kind of tired and you're like, damn, I really need to wake up, try this, because it literally hits you right in the center of the chest and you're like, wow, okay, it's time to wake up.
It's quite interesting. It's quite I say it's got an earthy taste.
Yeah, it's definitely got an earthy taste. It's so similar to green tea. It's not strong at all. I could easily drink this without sugar or any sort of sweetener.
You can smell.
You can smell
You
that.
can really smell the
It's
the
got like a
oregano.
oregano kind of ironish smell, like iron, like kind of
Yeah, sort of
metal. I don't know. It's
I wouldn't say it's slightly.
it's more. The first thing I smelled when I first smelled it was oregano. That's what I just thought.
Well, it does predominantly smell of oregano, but you can smell it, but I don't think you taste it that much at all.
I don't think you can taste anything on that.
So-
But I would go as far as saying it's bland. Say it's bland.
Yeah, I think it's bland. I
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Ooh. You gotta go, oh, every time you taste, like, take a drink.
Well, I'm not wowed by it. I'm just sort of, I'll drink it, but it's fine. But it's sort of like no more than that. I wouldn't go out of my way for it.
Well, I'd be more cruel than that. I'd say it doesn't make me feel anything, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not so strong as it was.
It's not strong at all.
No, thought it was gonna be strong.
What do you think?
It's okay. I never thought that I would like sage more than this one.
It reminds me that the taste. It reminds me a bit of green tea.
Yes.
Similar to green tea, that it's you drink green tea for its health benefits, not for its taste. I find green tea to be bland.
Let me see.
in taste.
Let me see if I add some sugar.
Yeah,
Maybe it will.
I don't find any wow factor on this one.
No.
So let's see if it.
It's a little bit bland right
Yeah,
now for me.
it's quite. Yeah, if you like green tea, most probably you're gonna like it.
The smell is, it smells lovely. Really, really nice. Like, I could literally just have this aroma around my room just to fill in, just smelling it.
Yeah, I've noticed when you have this this tea, aftertaste is a bit. I call it a bit like I said, it smells a bit irony, but also the aftermath is a bit irony, like metallic. But you say what?
It's sort of. It has an almost sort of dusty smell to me.
Dust.
Yeah.
How? Dust
Well,
doesn't
it's
smell.
sharp. Yes. Well, I can smell dust. I'm allergic to it. But,
Yeah, but how does it? How do,
well,
it's got a dusty aftertaste.
it smells like that. And I don't. As you drink down the cup, I don't like it.
No, okay.
It's not bad on the first few tastes, but I wouldn't want to drink that on a regular basis.
Oh dear.
I might just add a little bit of sugar.
Sugar. Add some sugar.
Add a little bit of sugar.
Just making a mess of her, aren't you now?
Yeah. You know what? Adding sugar to it doesn't make it taste that nice.
Doesn't it?
I think I preferred it without the sugar.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
Yeah.
That has altered it. I think I'd drink it without sugar.
Yeah, it's definitely altered the taste of it.
Mm.
With honey, how is it?
Now, even though I have added honey to it, it hasn't improved. Same, sweeter, obviously, but the taste hasn't improved. So
With the,
it's
with the
still,
sugar, the same. It's like bland.
yeah. Yeah.
No.
For this type of tea, I wouldn't put milk in it.
Oh, right.
But,
I thought that would be.
If we're talking about English breakfast tea, then yes, I would put milk
Of
in
course
it.
you would.
So, anyway, there we
Right.
are.
Cheers.
Definitely gonna give this year 10 out of 10.
Out of 10?
It's it's probably not something I'd drink regularly, but if I was on like a health binge,
Yeah.
I would want it. So like if I was going to drink green tea, I could substitute this for green tea.
Yeah.
So if you drink a lot of green tea, you could substitute.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I would give this an 8 out of 10. The flavour isn't overpowering. It's quite nice and subtle. Not as dark as what I thought it was going to be. And definitely a nice, healthy tea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very herbal tea.
very herbal. Very nice. I like this one.
I think I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
Yes, I would say it's about a 4 out of 10. There's nothing sort of exceptional about this.
A 4 is just for the smell. It smells like oregano-ish, which is pleasant, but that's about it.
Marks out of 10?
Oh no, this one will be for me. 5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll give it a 5 as well.
And I'm quite surprised, to be honest, for a 5.
Yeah. Again, if you like green tea, you most likely like this one as well, because it has the usual health benefits, being a herbal tea. But taste-wise,
No.
it's not something that I would drink. You know, if it was served to me, okay, but it doesn't do a lot.
If I have to choose for a couple of teas, which one I would drink? No, this one will be definitely no.
Okay.
No, it's too bland. It's tasteless, even with the sugar. For me, the smell of oregano just doesn't take me to a tea. You know, more like something else.
Yeah.
But no, a 5 for me.
Sorry. Yeah. 5 for me too. Okay, third and final tea, the organic mountain tea, Greek mountain tea.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. This is organic Greek mountain tea. And the packaging is very suspicious, not gonna lie. I genuinely got a bit excited to think, damn, that's what's happening today. But no, I had the packaging around the wrong way and I didn't see the organic Greek tea. So yeah, this is gonna be fun to somewhat try out. Because the packaging. Yeah, you see what I mean? Looks very, very suspicious, let's say.
Now, in case you're not an expert in Greek teas, mountain tea and chamomile tea are the most popular teas in Greece. Especially mountain tea, because it grows in the mountains, as the word says, in Greece, so you can go and pick them up and dry them. I'm going to open the pack here. It says that for each portion you use about 2 to 3 grams, and you infuse it for about 3 minutes in hot water in your teapot, and then you serve.
Now, I was really excited to try this one because it came loose and it looks like it's lots of dried flowers and herbs. So that's what it came like.
Third tea is one of my favourites again, and her favourite. Yeah.
So this is organic mountain tea.
Greek mountain tea.
Yeah, and so this comes loose leaved. We have put it into the teapot, put the leaves into the teapot, and we've infused it
5 minutes.
For about 5 minutes, yeah?
And using a, what do you call
We're
it?
using a tea strainer as
Yeah.
we pour out the tea.
Now, at the start of the video, I said that all 3 teas come from the island of Crete. My mistake. The organic mountain tea comes from the mountains of the Macedonia region in Greece, so up in northern Greece.
Tea hand picked from the mountains of Macedonia, region of North Greece, at a height of 3,000 feet. That is a very, very big height. Stetifus, which is what it's called, is also known as the Ironwort Stevens tea. The mountain tea is a genus of flowers, plants, widely known to use their herbal, medical, as well as herbal tea.
But Greek mountain tea is widely available around Greece anyway, from all the regions. So you can find from Crete, from other islands, from central Greece, etc., etc.
The package is very good. So the smell,
It seals airtightly even when you open it. So
brings so much memories. That is my favorite tea.
yes, it is one of the characteristics of Greek tea. The smell, especially once you brew it and you serve it, it is very strong. You can smell it, but it's not an overpowering smell. It's quite a mellow smell. You know it relaxes you just by smelling it. Yes, yes.
Does it have? It's like a pepper. Would you say that it has a little peppery smell?
Yeah. Don't do this at home, obviously, with your nose into the tea. But yes, it has a slight peppery one. Yes, yes.
It's my favorite tea. I mean, I grew up with this tea, with mountain tea. So I like it because it's strong.
This has a really lovely smell.
It came on a loose bag, and then
Yes.
once you open it, the aroma of it, which took me by surprise because it smelled lemony, citrusy.
Yes, I think it definitely has a citrus smell to it. You can smell the sage there as well, but the sage is not the predominant smell in this. It's not like the pure first tea that we had, the pure sage tea. So this is, I like the way that it's sort of rustic and it goes into the pot. I quite like that.
Oh, I like that. It smells very fragrant and floral.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Again, it's really nice and light, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit darker than the other two, though. Oh, that does smell really nice.
It smells lemony, citrusy as well,
You can smell the lemon.
which I'm not used to it for a mountain tea.
The tea is clear,
Very
clear, yeah.
very clear and very nice, and I want to taste it now. Cheers.
Color-wise, it's the lighter of all 3 teas.
Well, I can't see it in my cup, but the one that I see
Yeah,
in yours,
it's lighter color.
It's lighter
Quite
even
light.
from
Yeah.
sage or
Yeah.
dictamus that we had.
The aroma is still nice.
Strong one. I like it.
Typical smell of Greek mountain tea.
It's nice. Not a fan of leaves though, I don't know if you have to take them out at all.
Oh, that is strong. That was a lot stronger than what I thought it was going to be. It's almost like a dandelion tea.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that. I was going to say like a nettle or dandelion.
Well, that's very nice.
This is nice. I think I'm going to finish this too now. And it's. Do you think? I think it's sweet in itself a bit. The aftertaste is. No.
I think it's got a very mellow taste, actually.
Yeah. I can see why people want to put honey in it instead of sugar.
Well, personally, I think it'd ruin it, but
I think it would ruin it as
I
well.
really
But
like
I can
the
see
taste.
I can see why they want it sweet. But I I used to have that as a kid as well. That and the sage tea. I used to have it all the time.
It's really nice. It's actually it's very refreshing, I think.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, tea is like herbal teas are the most refreshing things after water, believe it or not. Even though they're warm, they're hot.
No, I actually like that. I like that a lot. Shush. Cats do not drink tea.
No.
What do you think?
It's not as I've tried Greek mountain teas. This one has a mellow taste. It's not as strong of a taste. Maybe if you brew it longer, or if you put a little bit more of the loose leaves, the taste may be different. I would personally, I was expecting a stronger taste to it.
Nice. It's got a nice smell to it, let's say. Yeah, the more I drink it, the more I like it, yeah. It's nice. Really, really nice.
Not sure if I like it though.
I think it's when you drink it. I don't think the citrus taste isn't very strong when you drink it.
No.
But it's just got overall. It's just
The
I think
aroma.
it's very very mellow.
Yeah.
And it I like the smell of it
It's
very
good
much.
for. It's good for. I think it's good for digestion.
Yeah. I think it's lovely actually. I mean, I would say I would.
Good for digestion. Good to kind of flush out.
Yeah.
Like I know that when I was growing up, they used this tea to like flush out all the toxins.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good because.
Well, I think it's lovely.
Well, I have tried mountain tea a lot of time. Okay. I don't know if it is because it's come from north of Greece, it's different, or if it's come from south from Crete, it's different. You know, the taste. It's strong. I like it.
I'm going to try some sugar with it.
It's definitely got a different taste to it. They escaped the diffuser.
Try it with some sugar.
Is it better with sugar?
I think so.
Oh yeah, much better with sugar.
Yeah, because it's got that floral taste to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are quite like savoury. This is a sweeter one, I think. I think it works well with a bit of sweetener in.
Or even honey would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A honey would work well with it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Greek mountain tea with sugar. Here we go.
And with honey.
I prefer it sweeter.
It's so nice with honey.
Yeah, sweeter is definitely nicer.
Yeah, that one's nice. I like that.
I mean, it's nice and mellow without it,
No.
but it definitely improves with a little bit of sweetness to it.
With the honey, you get more sweet taste. The aroma is stronger. The taste is stronger. And because it mixes with the thyme, with the honey, it's from thyme. It's very nice. It's nice, really nice.
Yeah, this is definitely one that I wouldn't mind drinking. It's nice aroma. The minute that it leaves the teapot, you know, the room smells of Greek mountain tea. Very floral smell. This time is not a herby smell; it's a floral smell.
More earthy. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
More earthy.
Yeah.
Earthy.
I would give this. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I don't know if I've brewed it right, but if I haven't brewed it right, then I'd definitely give it a 10 for the taste. Definitely. Really nice.
Yeah, I think I can definitely see myself drinking more of this.
Yeah, I could drink that one with some sweetener in it. I don't think I could drink it without.
No.
But then I usually take tea with sugar, so
Yeah. Wow. I think I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10.
yeah, I was going to say 7 or 8.
Yeah. Smells lovely. It tastes much better than the other two. Yeah, and I can definitely drink this again.
Yeah, it's very nice. Out of 10. Unusual, but just because it's unusual, I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I mean, I really like. I just like the fact that you can see that you've got leaves and flowers and etc. So I like the fact that it's very rustic.
I'll revise it to a 9.
You're going to put it.
My favourite is the sage one.
Yes, I was going to say I really like this, but I would I like the sage tea best of all. Actually.
Well, you put the sage tea at 8, didn't you?
Well, maybe I'll have to revise it having tasted this and put the sage at 9 and this at 8.
You're just copying me now.
No, I'm not copying you. You could never give the 10 because
I gave it a 10.
Oh, did you?
Sage tea, I gave it a 10.
Did you? Oh, so you did.
But this is a 9.
Out of 3, this one is going to be a 10 for me.
10.
A 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave sage 8 out of 10, and sage. I'm on the fence between this and sage, but I would say that the sage. I prefer the sage to this one. Yeah, the sage has a little more depth of flavor rather than this one. This is nice and mild and refreshing, but if I was to pick between the sage and this, it will definitely be the sage for me. So since I gave 8 to the sage, I'll have to give 7.
7? That's too low. No, that's too low. No, it doesn't deserve. Maybe it doesn't deserve that. Okay, maybe it's not a 10, but
okay. In that case, I will revise my sage and bring it to 9, because for me sage was my favorite. So 9 for the sage and 8 points for this one.
okay. So no, I would stick to 10.
Yeah, we've got a clear winner in this household. I prefer it. Ruth prefers it. And Truffles prefers it. It is the sage tea.
So it was a split decision here in the Greekosophy offices. I preferred the sage tea from the 3 teas.
And I prefer the Greek mountain tea.
Which means that we don't have to fight for the teas.
Nope.
Excellent.
Maybe we're going to fight with the honey, but that will be...
I think out of the 3 of them, even though they all have nice smells, I think the Duramaku one was my most favourite. But I think all of them, to be honest with you, are good in their own right. It depends on what your taste buds are and what they like, what you like. But this sage one, it'd take me a lot to get used to. Same with the Draku one. Even though I like it, I could drink it because I'm not used to having Greek tea. Because it's more healthy as well, actually. I've got to point that out. Green tea, herbal teas are all good for you. They are all they help you in different ways. I don't know what ways they would be, but I know that they're very, very healthy.
Well, that's so you need to leave it to stand, so cool down a little, so you don't, as George has done, burn his mouth.